Do you feel it? That undeniable surge of energy rising from within you, electrifying the air with a sense of anticipation? It's not just a shift in your life, it's your moment. This is your arrival, your transformation, and it is shaking everything they thought they knew about you. For so long, they doubted you. They dismissed your potential, belittled your dreams, and underestimated your resolve. They confined you to their narrow expectations, never imagining that you would break free. But here you are, unstoppable, rising like a force of nature, undeniable in your strength and presence. This is your time, and the truth is undeniable. The power that has always been within you is no longer hidden. It is out in the open, shining brightly for all to see. It is impossible to ignore, and it is turning their world upside down. All the doubts they cast upon you, all the limits they imposed on your potential, are crumbling under the weight of your success. With every step you take, you are showing not just the world, but yourself the magnitude of your greatness. You've stepped into your light, and it's not only illuminating your path, but it is also inspiring everyone who witnesses your rise to believe in the power that lies dormant within them as well. And the best part? This is just the beginning. You are only getting started. The universe has so much more in store for you, and you are on the precipice of something even greater. Stand tall, for you are not just proving them wrong. You are showing yourself just how extraordinary you truly are. The doubts they held, the boundaries they set, the expectations they imposed, all of them are fading into nothingness, replaced by the overwhelming truth of your potential. They thought they knew you. They thought they could predict your every move, but you've shattered those expectations in ways they never saw coming. From the beginning, they underestimated you. They dismissed your ambitions, assuming they were nothing more than fleeting whims. Your dreams, to them, were impossible, scenarios too far-fetched to consider. They measured you by their own limited vision, believing that you would remain confined to their narrow expectations. But as you started to rise, they could no longer deny what was happening. With every goal you reached, with every challenge you overcame, their narrative began to unravel. Every triumph you achieved was a sharp reminder of how deeply they misjudged you. Their skepticism, once loud and harsh, turned into stunned silence. Their disbelief cracked under the weight of the undeniable truth. Your victory was not a fluke. It was a reflection of your unshakable will, your relentless determination. And now they are forced to reassess everything. They realize that their failure to see your brilliance wasn't a matter of your limitations, but rather their own inability to recognize the potential within you. They thought success was something reserved for others, that someone like you could never rise to such heights. But here you are, breaking through every barrier they tried to impose, turning every milestone into proof of your resilience. Each step forward has been a reminder to them that their assumptions were wrong. With each stride you take, you shatter their preconceived notions, dismantling their limited perceptions. They are now left to watch in astonishment as the person they thought they knew has evolved into something far greater than they ever imagined. The small frame they tried to force you into has crumbled, and now they are faced with the undeniable greatness that has always been within you. Your resilience is a force they never saw coming. They assumed the weight of failure would keep you down, but each time you faced adversity, you refused to crumble. Instead, you used every setback as a stepping stone, every challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger and more determined. You have become a living testament to the power of resilience, showing that true strength isn't just about survival. It's about thriving in the face of opposition. Feel what it truly means to be chosen. If you sense that deep down you are meant for something greater, this is the time to connect. Join us, unlock exclusive content, and receive the support you need on your spiritual journey. This is more than just joining a community. It's about accessing the insights that can transform your life and bring you closer to your divine calling. Step forward now, claim your place among those who are destined for greatness, and walk this journey with us. They thought your story would end when the road got tough. They believed that hardship would break you, but what they didn't anticipate was your ability to turn each obstacle into fuel for your journey. They saw difficulty as your breaking point, but you saw it as the very thing that forged your strength. You have shown them that setbacks are not barriers. They are invitations to push forward, to rise higher. Your resilience has left them speechless as you continue to defy every expectation. Where they see obstacles, you see opportunities to grow, to soar. Your journey is now a living testament to unyielding determination. No amount of doubt or difficulty can stand in the way of someone with a spirit as strong as yours. Behold, you are doing something new. Like a seed buried deep in the soil, unseen and underestimated, you have been growing all along. Now, like a mighty oak breaking through the surface, your transformation is impossible to ignore. The person they thought they knew is no longer there. In your place stands someone who is tall, rooted in purpose, and reaching higher than they ever imagined. You have shed the hesitant, unsure version of yourself, and in its place is a powerful, assured individual walking with divine conviction. Every step you take now reverberates with purpose. Every word you speak carries a weight that demands attention. And as they look on, they are left bewildered, questioning how they could have missed the incredible strength that has always resided within you. This is no ordinary transformation. You are living proof that true power lies not in avoiding challenges, but in overcoming them, rising stronger with every obstacle faced. Your journey is only beginning, and the world has yet to see the full extent of what you are capable of achieving. The transformation you have undergone is nothing short of remarkable. It's not just a change on the surface, but a complete renewal that radiates from your very soul. The doubts, the insecurities, and the limiting beliefs that once held you captive have been shattered, cast off like heavy chains. These mental and emotional barriers no longer have power over you because you've stepped fully into your divine potential. This journey has been one of profound growth, a metamorphosis so powerful that it has obliterated every boundary that was once placed on you. And now, those who tried to define your limits are struggling to make sense of the new reality you have created. You have become a living testimony to the boundless power of faith, resilience, and divine grace. But your transformation is not only about the visible achievements that others can see, though they are indeed impressive. What truly stands out is the shift in your very presence. There is a light within you now, a radiance that cannot be ignored. It is the undeniable truth that you have tapped into something greater than yourself, something far beyond the limitations others tried to impose upon you. People can see it in the way you command attention, how your confidence shapes every interaction, and how you no longer feel tethered to the past. The labels they once placed on you no longer have any hold, because you have outgrown every box they tried to put you in. Every encounter with you now feels like a revelation to others. They see someone who is unapologetically walking in their purpose, someone whose growth has not only elevated their own life but has inspired those around them as well. Your transformation challenges everything they thought they knew, not just about you, but about what is possible for anyone willing to embrace their calling. The magnitude of your evolution is undeniable, and it has left them reeling. They are now forced to confront the painful truth. The limitations they once believed defined you were never real. They were mere illusions, born out of their own insecurities and fears. Now, as they stand before the new version of you, they can no longer deny that what they once thought was impossible has become your reality. Your journey is not just personal victory. It is a parable, a living testimony to the fact that transformation is always possible for those who trust in the process and embrace their faith. You are the embodiment of a life redeemed, restored, and renewed. As they struggle to come to terms with this, you continue to rise, proving that nothing, not even their doubts or misconceptions, can stand in the way of divine purpose. This is your moment. Your transformation is not only a personal triumph but a testament to the extraordinary power of faith and action. Stand firm, walk boldly, and let the world witness your continued ascent as you grow into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. The limits they once saw for you were never truly yours. They were theirs. Now, you have shown them what it means to break free from the chains of fear and self-doubt. Your journey serves as an unflinching mirror, reflecting everything they have avoided confronting in their own lives. It's not just that you are thriving. Your success highlights the gaps and unfulfilled dreams in their own lives. Each milestone you reach forces them to reflect on their own choices, the risks they avoided, the opportunities they missed, and the dreams they allowed to wither. They can no longer help but measure themselves against you. In that comparison, they realize that their own progress is lacking. Your ascent is not merely inspiring, it is unsettling. It exposes the cracks in their self-belief and forces them to confront their fears. While they remained in their comfort zones, hesitant to step outside of what felt safe, you have embraced the unknown and soared. Your success challenges the narrative they've clung to, revealing that it's not stability that leads to growth, but boldness and the willingness to take risks. The hardest truth they must now face is that they were not held back by a lack of opportunities, but by their own unwillingness to take the leap. Your rise is a powerful reminder that growth comes not from waiting, but from taking action. Boldness leads to transformation, while hesitation only breeds stagnation. It's this realization that is shaking them to their core, leaving them to question not just their path, but their very willingness to change. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. By contributing to this message, you help spread God's blessings to others, touching lives through the power of generosity. Each one of you has a unique and sacred place in God's grand design, and your contributions will go far beyond your own life, reaching many souls in need. Now is the time to rise, to be the light for others, and to inspire the transformation that is so needed in the world today. Do you feel that stirring within you? That unmistakable energy rising from deep inside, the kind that electrifies the air around you, setting everything ablaze with anticipation? It is more than a mere shift. It is the culmination of everything you've worked toward. Your moment, your arrival. This force you're feeling is undeniable, and it's shaking everything they once believed about you to its very core. For so long, they doubted your potential. They underestimated your strength, dismissed your dreams as impossible, and confined you to their narrow perceptions of who you should be. But now, there you are, rising like a force of nature, unstoppable, undeniable. This is your time. The truth is clear. The power you have always carried, though once hidden, is now out in the open for all to see. It's impossible to ignore. Your light has become so bright that it's turning their world upside down, shattering every doubt they cast, every limit they imposed. You've stepped into your true essence, and in doing so, not only are you lighting your own path, but you are inspiring those around you to believe in their own potential. This is just the beginning. You are only getting started, and the universe has so much more in store for you. Stand tall, for you are not merely proving them wrong. You are showing yourself just how extraordinary you truly are. You have shattered every expectation they had for you. From the very start, they dismissed your dreams as unrealistic and your ambitions as mere fleeting thoughts. To them, your success was an unimaginable scenario, one they never thought possible. They tried to box you in, measuring you by their limited vision, convinced that you would remain confined to their narrow expectations. But as you began to rise, every step forward unraveled their narrative. Every goal you reached was a sharp reminder of how deeply they had misjudged you. With each triumph, their skepticism turned to stunned silence. Their disbelief began to crack under the weight of undeniable truth. Now they are forced to reassess everything they thought they knew, realizing that their oversight was not about your limitations, but their own inability to see the brilliance within you. They thought success was reserved for others, that someone like you could never rise to such heights. Yet, here you are, breaking through every barrier they tried to place before you, turning every milestone into living proof of your resilience. Your progress does more than challenge their perceptions. It dismantles them entirely. Each step forward serves as a wake-up call, shaking the very foundation of their assumptions and leaving them struggling to comprehend the truth they can no longer ignore. As they watch in astonishment, they realize that the person they thought they knew has long since been replaced by someone who is deeply rooted in purpose and reaching higher than they ever imagined. Your transformation is not just a personal victory, but a living testament to what is possible when someone refuses to be defined by the limitations of others. They thought your journey would end the moment you encountered hardship. What they didn't anticipate was how you would use every challenge as fuel to propel yourself forward. To them, hardship was your breaking point, but in reality, it became the crucible in which your strength was forged. Your resilience is not just about survival. It's about thriving in the face of opposition. While they saw obstacles as reasons to retreat, you saw them as invitations to press on, each setback turning into an opportunity to grow stronger and more determined. Now, as they witness your continued ascent, they are left speechless. You're not merely bouncing back. You're soaring to new heights, defying every expectation they once held. Your journey is a testament to unyielding determination, proving that no amount of doubt or difficulty can stand in the way of someone with a spirit as strong as yours. Just like a seed buried deep in the soil, unseen and underestimated, you have been growing all along. Now, like a mighty oak breaking through the surface, your transformation is impossible to ignore. The person they once thought they knew has been replaced by someone who stands tall, deeply rooted in purpose, and reaching for heights they could never have imagined. Your evolution is nothing short of miraculous. The hesitant, unsure version of you has shed its old skin, leaving behind a powerful, assured individual who walks with divine conviction. Every step you take now resonates with purpose, and every word you speak carries the weight of a truth that commands attention. They are left bewildered, questioning how they could have missed the incredible strength that has always been within you. This is no ordinary change. It is the fruit of your prayers, your faith, and your journey of growth. In this season of abundance, it is time to share your blessings to glorify God's kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in His loving hands. Feel the call to rise higher. You were chosen for this path, and now is the time to step into your potential, to join with others on the same journey of divine purpose. They once held power over you, shaping your world with their judgments and opinions. You sought their approval, and their words swayed your decisions. But the tides have turned. You have stepped into a new space where their opinions no longer define you. Your worth is no longer rooted in their validation but in your own self-belief. This newfound independence has caught them off guard. They were used to controlling your path with their approval, but now you have shattered that illusion. You walk your own path, unbound by their influence, and this has left them struggling to understand how you've grown so far beyond their reach. Your freedom from their opinions is a reality they never imagined. With each step forward, you show them that their validation was never the source of your strength. Every move you make reinforces the truth that you are guided by your own inner compass, not by the external affirmation they once provided. This shift is difficult for them to accept because it forces them to confront their own limitations. But this realization is a necessary one. You have outgrown their influence, and your journey is flourishing because of it. Like a river carving its own path through mountains, your journey moves with divine momentum, unstoppable and unrelenting. You have tapped into a force greater than human effort, a power that moves mountains, parts seas, and aligns the stars in your favor. What they are witnessing is not mere chance. It is the unmistakable unfolding of divine favor. Every door that opens, every opportunity that comes your way, every connection that aligns perfectly with your purpose. It's all the evidence of a higher power at work in your life. To them, it feels unexplainable, even unfair, because they cannot replicate what you have. But you have found something they can never understand: alignment with divine purpose. You move with a calm assurance, guided by something far beyond human effort. While they scramble to control the outcomes of their own lives, you have learned to trust the process, to release control, and to lean into the guidance of God. This is why your success feels like a miracle unfolding in real time, leaving them in awe. They see your victories as unattainable not because they lack talent or effort, but because they lack the connection you have cultivated. And that connection, the deep trust in God's plan, is the key to your unstoppable rise. What you are achieving is not just a result of chance or luck. It is the undeniable manifestation of divine orchestration. The universe is aligning in such a way that every move you make seems inevitable, and this reality terrifies those who once doubted you. Why? Because your success, your unshakable confidence, exposes the limitations of their own understanding. What truly troubles them is the clarity with which your purpose shines through. It's not merely that you're succeeding. It's that your success feels almost predetermined, as though it was always meant to be. No matter how much they try to disrupt your journey, every attempt they make only strengthens your resolve. They are beginning to realize something that is difficult to accept: Their efforts are not just futile, they are irrelevant. You are moving forward with the full force of destiny at your back, and no amount of resistance can alter the path you are walking. Every victory you achieve is not just a personal triumph. It is a clear declaration of God's favor over your life. It serves as a reminder that you are walking in alignment with a power far greater than anything they can understand. They once believed they could derail you with doubt, criticism, or sabotage, but every step you take is a monument to their failure and your unwavering faith. It must be humbling for them to witness you continue to rise, untouched by their attempts to hold you back. The universe is not merely working for you. It is working through you. Your success isn't just an isolated achievement. It is part of a larger, divinely written story. And to those who have opposed you, this is a revelation they cannot deny. They are witnessing, perhaps for the first time, what it truly means to walk in divine purpose. Even if they will never admit it openly, deep down, they know they are watching something extraordinary unfold. This realization forces them to confront their own truths. They see the futility of striving without alignment, the emptiness of effort disconnected from purpose. While they are left to grapple with these harsh realities, you continue to soar, guided by a force that refuses to let you fail. You are living proof that when God is for you, nothing and no one can stand in your way. Every challenge you face, every setback, only propels you forward with greater strength and determination. Let them watch in awe as the truth unfolds before their eyes, and your purpose shines brighter with each passing day. Your journey is not just inspiring. It is transformative, and no matter how hard they try to ignore it, the evidence of your divine path is undeniable. You are walking a trail they cannot reach, guided by a hand they cannot see, toward a destiny they cannot alter. Your tenacity has dismantled every barrier they tried to place before you, leaving them grappling with the truth of their own impotence. They once believed they could stop your progress, derail your dreams, and block your path. But each attempt they made only turned into fuel for your resolve. They underestimated your depth of perseverance. What they failed to realize was that every obstacle, every moment of resistance, only served to sharpen your determination. As they reflect on their failed attempts to hinder you, they are now faced with a sobering truth. Their actions not only failed to slow you down but actually propelled you further. Every criticism, every whisper of doubt, every attempt to sabotage your success has transformed into a stepping stone for your ascent. You've turned their obstacles into lessons, their roadblocks into runways, and their skepticism into the wind beneath your wings. What's more striking for them is the realization that their failure to control your path is not just a testament to your strength. It is a mirror reflecting their own insecurities. Watching you thrive despite their every effort has forced them to question not only their judgment but their very motives. It's a humbling experience for them to see that their attempts to suppress your growth have only highlighted their inability to stifle greatness. And now, they are forced to confront a bitter truth. The power they believed they held over your destiny was nothing more than an illusion. You have completely rewritten the narrative of your life. You've reclaimed the pen and, in doing so, have forged a future far beyond the limits of their imagination. While they were busy plotting ways to hold you back, you were quietly laying the groundwork for your unstoppable rise. Every moment they thought would break you, every hurdle they imagined would slow you down, has only strengthened your resolve. Their schemes to deter you have revealed their own fears and limitations, while your perseverance has shown them that true power lies in resilience, adaptability, and an unwavering belief in your own potential. As you continue to ascend to new heights, they are left standing in the shadows of their own failed attempts, watching in disbelief as you soar. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, I am there in the midst of them. Matthew 18 verse 20. Just as a flame draws moths from the darkness, your light has become a gathering point for those who are meant to walk this path with you. This is not a coincidence, it is divine alignment. The people, the opportunities, and the connections that are finding their way to you are not random. They are being orchestrated by a hand much greater than your own. Every moment, every relationship, every opening is part of a divine plan guiding you toward your ultimate purpose. Your essence resonates with a frequency of purpose that naturally attracts the right individuals, the right circumstances, and the right moments. It is as though the universe itself has become a garden, tending to your growth, planting seeds of relationships that will blossom into lifelong support and shared vision. While others remain stuck, cycling through the same patterns and struggling to find their way, you are flourishing because you are aligned with something far greater than your own effort. The path you walk is not one of mere happenstance. It is one written with divine intent, and the journey you are on is destined to create a ripple effect of transformation in the lives of those who walk beside you. Can you feel it? That undeniable energy stirring within you. A force so powerful that it causes the very air around you to crackle with anticipation. It's not just a shift. It is your moment, your arrival. And this moment is shaking everything they thought they knew about you. For so long, they doubted you. They dismissed your potential, underestimated your determination, and confined you within the limits of their narrow perceptions. But now, here you are, rising with the unstoppable force of nature that you truly are, undeniable and unmistakably powerful. This is your time. The truth is undeniable. The power you've always held within is no longer hidden in the shadows. It is out in the open, impossible to ignore, and it is turning everything they believed upside down. Every doubt they cast, every limit they imposed on you is falling apart in the face of your greatness. You have stepped into your light, and it is not only lighting your own path. It is inspiring everyone around you to recognize and believe in the strength they carry within themselves as well. And the best part? This is only the beginning. You are just getting started, and the universe has so much more in store for you. Stand tall because what you're doing goes beyond proving them wrong. You are proving to yourself just how extraordinary you truly are. You've shattered expectations in ways they never saw coming. From the very beginning, they underestimated you, dismissing your dreams as impossible, writing off your ambitions as fleeting whims. To them, your success was a scenario so far-fetched that it was hardly worth considering. They confined you to their limited vision, assuming you'd always stay within the narrow boundaries of their expectations. But as you began to climb, their narrative began to unravel. Each goal you reached was a sharp reminder of how deeply they misjudged you. With every triumph, their skepticism turned to stunned silence. Their disbelief cracked under the weight of the undeniable reality unfolding before them. Now they are forced to reassess everything they thought they knew. They realized that their oversight wasn't about your limitations but their own inability to see your brilliance. They thought victory was something reserved for others, that someone like you could never rise to such heights. But now, here you are, breaking through every barrier they tried to impose, turning each milestone into undeniable proof of your resilience. Your progress doesn't just challenge their perceptions, it completely dismantles them. Every step you take forward feels like a wake-up call, shaking the foundations of their assumptions and leaving them grappling with a truth they can no longer ignore. They are left watching, astonished by the evolution they never expected to see. The small box they tried to fit you into has long since crumbled, and now they must face the stark reality. They underestimated you, and now they can't look away from the undeniable greatness that has always been within you. Your resilience is a force they never anticipated. They assumed that the weight of failure would keep you down, but every time you faced adversity, you refused to crumble. Instead, you used each setback as a stepping stone, turning challenges into opportunities for growth, becoming stronger and more determined. Feel the power of being chosen. You are not walking this journey alone. If you feel, deep within your soul, that you have been chosen for something greater, you've come to the right place. Take the next step toward connecting with a community that will support and uplift you, unlocking exclusive content that will transform your life and bring you closer to your divine calling. This is more than just being part of a group. This is about accessing the insights and guidance you need to walk your path with purpose and strength. Make the choice today to claim your place among the chosen ones. They thought your story would end when the road got difficult. What they didn't anticipate was your ability to transform every obstacle into fuel for your journey. They believed hardship would be your breaking point, but instead, it became the very thing that forged your strength. Your ability to endure, adapt, and thrive has left them speechless. While they saw obstacles as reasons to retreat, you viewed them as invitations to push forward. Your resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of opposition. You have shown that setbacks are not barriers, they are catalysts driving you to reach heights they never thought possible. Now, they watch in disbelief as you not only bounce back, but soar to new levels, defying every expectation. Your journey has become a testament to unyielding determination, proving that no amount of doubt or difficulty can stand in the way of someone with a spirit as strong as yours. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verse 19. Like a seed buried deep in the soil, unseen and underestimated, you have been growing all along. Now, like a mighty oak breaking through the surface, your transformation is impossible to ignore. The person they once thought they knew no longer exists. In their place stands someone who is rooted in purpose, reaching higher than they ever imagined. Your journey has been nothing short of miraculous. The hesitant, unsure version of you they once saw has been shed like an old skin, leaving behind a powerful, assured individual who walks with divine conviction. Every step you take now reverberates with purpose, and every word you speak carries a weight that commands attention. They are left bewildered, questioning how they could have missed the incredible strength that was lying dormant within you. This is no ordinary change. While they continue to cycle through frustrations and stagnant patterns, you are thriving in a garden of boundless possibility. They watch, baffled, because they don't understand. To them, it seems effortless, almost unfair, that opportunities seem to seek you out. They wonder how you are surrounded by people who uplift, encourage, and inspire you. They are perplexed because they've never known what it feels like to live in alignment with a higher purpose, to magnetize abundance and collaboration. Your relationships are now a testament to the energy you've cultivated, connections that amplify your gifts and mirror your growth. These relationships were not born out of convenience or obligation. They are forged in shared purpose, in the recognition that together, you are creating something far greater than what any of you could accomplish alone. This is your moment to rise, to show the world who you are. Meanwhile, those who once watched from the sidelines are beginning to feel the weight of their choices. They see you thriving, surrounded by a network of kindred spirits, and they are forced to confront the reality of their own stagnation. They have clung to what is familiar, afraid to step into the unknown, and now they realize that this comfort has come at a cost. It's not just your success that unsettles them. It's the stark difference between their journey and yours. Your life has become a reflection of what is possible when intention meets courage, when faith guides action. You have stepped out of the shadows of mediocrity and into the light of your calling. It is forcing them to look inward, to question the limits they have placed on themselves. As you continue to rise, they must watch in awe, because they know they cannot stop you. You are walking a path of divine alignment, where every success and every triumph magnifies your purpose. The truth they ignored has now grown too large to deny, and they must confront the reality of their misjudgment. You are living proof that when you are aligned with a higher power, nothing can hold you back. Let them watch. Let them question. Your journey is unstoppable. Each move you make is a declaration of faith, courage, and intention. Stand tall in your power, knowing that no force can derail the path meant for you. You are not just rising, you are thriving, and nothing can stand in your way. The truth of who you are is finally coming to light, and they can no longer turn away.